Fields in. All right, guys, you ready to go? That's too negative.
Already.
All right. Disappointing loss. Not happy with the effort or the energy or the enthusiasm that we played with. Just I've never questioned our character, but this wasn't a good character game for us. We had the opportunity to come in and get a road win, got up by 10, and just these kids got a target on them when you start 5-0, and we're not handling it right now. And we missed 8 dead layups and 6 or 7 free throws, 7 free throws. So that's 23 points right there, and you can't do that on the road. But we didn't play hard enough on the defensive end of the floor, and when you get one offense, you don't get one offensive rebound in the second half. That tells you something right there.
Coach, so I'll start and I'll ask. So I'm going to kind of talk about a few little spurts in the game. I think the first one is just the start of the game and how turnover heavy it was from both sides. What did you kind of see right at the beginning of the game?
Well, to be honest, that was the way we practiced last night. It was just a mirror image of how we practiced. So it didn't start with the beginning of the game. It started in our preparation. And guys, it isn't about just losing, because I thought our preparation going into Iowa State was pretty good, and I thought we played a pretty good game there. And if we would have played that way tonight, we would have got out here with the W, but we didn't. So just disappointed with our leadership tonight that coaches were encouraging kids to move on and play, and we just looked glassy, waiting for somebody else to do it. And the difference in the stat sheet, they had 4 or 5 in double figures, and we had 24 and 15, and that's about it.
I thought I heard on the broadcast when they were kind of talking about this. Was there anything different just traveling to Morgantown for you guys? I kind of thought that I saw that.
There's no excuses. That's where we live right now, and that they're going to reschedule some games. We're going to have another trip where we go from Austin to Lubbock. I mean, everybody's going to endure that. Who's tough enough to handle it, and shows the moxie to have the toughness to handle that. So I'm not using that as an excuse. Kids, if you take care of yourself and take care of your bodies, it makes a difference playing on the road, but that's not an excuse at all.
And then the other spurt that I kind of want to talk about is right out of the bat from the start of the third quarter. Whenever you got that big lead, what did you adjust at halftime, and did you think they responded well right out of the gate? And then what happened after that?
We got some stops, and it led to some things offensively, and we made some shots, and it was spread out a little bit. But then it disappeared in a hurry. That 10-0 run evaporated in a hurry. And, when you got to realize when you get up by 10, now you really got to play hard. You really got to compete to take that to 15. And we didn't do it. Just flat didn't do it.
So, Coach, I was going to ask you about the fourth quarter run by West Virginia. They started on a 15-5 run there in the middle of the fourth quarter, and it kind of depleted a little bit of the chances of the win in the fourth quarter, just because Cowgirls were turning the ball over a little bit towards the end of the game. So, what about that run kind of caused y'all to lose momentum and ultimately lose the game?
I mean, we didn't execute anything offensively, and yeah, they applied some pressure on it, but uh, our leadership of running the team and getting us in stuff was bad tonight. Our shot selection was horrible, and you can't go on the road and have empty possession after empty possession and think it's gonna turn out any different than this. And you know, we jumped out to 5-0, and we aren't handling the bullseye on our chest very well right now.
Yes, sir. So my other question I was going to ask you is just you touch on it a little bit, just about how the offense was stagnant towards the end of that fourth quarter. And was West Virginia doing anything defensively, throwing anything that y'all haven't seen, or what were they doing that was
Uh,
able to slow y'all down so much?
I don't think it's anything that we haven't seen. Give them credit; they played hard, and they found some. I think it was more offensively. They found some matchups they liked, and they drove it right at us and said, "You're going to have to prove that you can stop this," and we didn't do it.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thank you, guys.